All right, good afternoon, Mayhem Fitness. We're gonna do another cooking video today. I'm pretty excited for this one. We're gonna do some chicken wings. One of the things I've actually missed a ton on my diet and the Weight Watchers has been chicken wings. I love them. There's a ton of great chicken wing places in Boston. Unfortunately, also incredibly unhealthy. You know, if you get an order of regular chicken wings, most places they're breaded, they're fried. You're gonna have a ton of points. You're gonna be in that 20 to 30 point range for an order of 10 to 15 wings. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna make smoked chicken wings. So we're gonna be able to do this with half the calories, less than half the points on Weight Watchers. This order here will be 6 wings for about 9 points. So that's great because I can actually enjoy some wings for dinner tonight. And I usually do it as a second part of a meal. So I'm pretty excited to be able to go and show you what we're gonna do. So we're gonna walk through and just kind of show you how we set this up, and then I'll show you how to get the wings ready to get onto the grill to actually smoke them today. So what you guys see here we have going on is we have our chimney here. I'm doing it on charcoal. You can kind of do it any way you want. I have a Weber Master Touch grill, so it actually gives me these charcoal buckets. I can take this middle piece out. So in just a couple of minutes when these coals are ready, I'm gonna take this out, get this middle piece incredibly screaming hot, and then I'm gonna put my wings on the outside here. What'll happen is over, let's say 15 or 20 minutes, the wings will start to cook, and then I'll flip them halfway through. I'm also gonna put, you can see here, I just have a little bit of cherry wood. I'll put the cherry wood on top. That'll give us a little bit of that smoky flavor. If you're gonna do it with charcoal, I actually prefer using Kingsford Professional charcoal. This one runs really hot. The regular blue bag, doesn't run as hot as this does. So I prefer that because it gives us really good heat, so we'll get that really good hot temperature we're looking for. Some folks use a thing called a vortex, which will give it that heat. I found with this basket in the Professional charcoal, I can get the heat that I want. Now, this is a pretty simple recipe. You'll see here we just have some chicken wings, right? So we have both the flats and the drummies, and we're gonna keep this real simple. We're gonna use black pepper, pretty fair amount. We're gonna use coarse salt. You wanna get that in there. And we're gonna use garlic powder. Now, people ask me with wings, how do you decide what you wanna use in there and how do you wanna set it up? For me, what I like to do is I like to keep the flavor simple. So if I do decide to add some sauce, I can kind of use whatever sauce I like. And I have a few different sauces that I like. Sometimes I'll do buffalo, sometimes I'll do barbecue. I have this orange ginger sauce that I like that I'll probably use tonight that gives us a little bit of heat. But these flavors work well with this, and you're not over seasoning it, so you can add whatever flavor you want to your wings to get that texture, that flavor that you're looking for, adding your sauces in. So I'm gonna stop here for just a second. We'll get the charcoal going on here, and we'll come back and show you how to get those wings. I'll show you how we get the grill set up. Just talked about it a second ago. So we're gonna take this middle grate off. I love this grill because of the fact that it lets me do this. I can add charcoal in, I can add whatever I need. It's a really cool feature in here. I like that a lot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our oven mitt. You definitely wanna be careful here. These chimneys get really hot. And we're gonna take and put our hot coals into these baskets. Now, you will have awesome heat here. You see it fits in perfect. Takes a whole chimney. I have a couple of options on what you like to do. I actually like to take my wood chunks and put them directly into the flame to give me that smoke that I'm looking for. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna close the lid on this, let this come up to temp for the next, let's call it 3 to 5 minutes, and then we'll get the wings in there and we'll get them cooking pretty quickly. So you can see it's actually a really easy setup. I can actually already smell the cherry from the wood chunks we'll put on there, so we'll get that good smoke. Should get some great flavor on here. We'll show you in just a second getting those wings on the grill. Thanks. All right, so we've let our grill come up to temp. We're at about 400 degrees on here, which is perfect. We've got our cooking spray, so what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna come through here, watch out for the smoke, always gets me. And we just wanna spray in here to keep that coated. So now we're just gonna go in and literally add our wings all the way around. We're gonna create this vortex in here that is gonna let us cook these wings all the way around. So after about 10 or 15 minutes, what I'll do is I'll go around and I'll flip these wings so they're facing the other direction and they get the heat. I actually like to put the drummies facing in first, so the biggest part of the drumstick gets the most heat at the beginning. It's also gonna absorb the most smoke at the beginning. I'm a drummy guy. I know the debates out there on flats versus drummies. I just personally prefer the drummies, but I like getting this in here. Again, this works great because you're right on the outside. You'll get the great heat in there. And now, honestly, we just close our lid. We want to leave it wide open over here so we can actually get good airflow. And then we just come back in like 10 minutes and we turn them around, and I'll show you how we sauce them up and how we serve them. Thanks. All right, so now we've been probably close to 10 minutes in. We're gonna flip these over. What's kind of cool on here, which I'll see in just a second, we've got some steak tips we're gonna put on for some other folks in the family tonight. Mainly my cameraman, who's not a big chicken wing person. But you can see we got great color on these. They look great already, getting the skin crispy. We'll flip them over. We want to cook them to about 180, 185 to make sure they're cooked all the way through. What I love about this method, especially using this grill, is I have that centerpiece, so I'm going to be able to put that centerpiece in here in just a second and get my steak tips going at the same time so I can get a nice char on them. And then when my wings are done, I can do the reverse char and finish cooking them up. So you'll see now, again, I'm going to be able to throw this in here, really cool. Add my steak tips in just a second so we can cook dinner for everybody in the house, but we got our wings going, really good color, really happy with these. You'll see the steak tips on in just a minute. We're going to throw these in for another 10 or 12 minutes, then we'll check on it, and then we'll sauce them up. So show you with just a second. Thanks. All right, cool. So we've been cooking for a little while now, another 10 minutes or so. We can come over here and take a look. Look at that amazing color on those wings. Gorgeous, gorgeous brown. Nice and crispy. We're going to check on this in a second. We've got our steak tips cooking for everybody else in the house here. Got a nice char on those. But what I want to do now is I want to see how close we are to the 185. Make sure we're safe to start cooking these up. So I like to use a digital meat thermometer. This one is good. It's just a little slow because it takes a second to get up there. But you can see we're at 176, 180, 184. We're good. We're in the right where we want to be from a cook standpoint. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to use a little bit of sauce. So I have a couple of sauces I'm going to use today. I really like this orange ginger glaze for mine. I'm cooking for my mother-in-law too, so we have some mustard barbecue-based sauce, almost like a North Carolina or South Carolina sauce. So really easy to do this. What I like to do is I like to sauce the wings. I take a metal bowl and I take my wings and I put them in here, and then I sauce them up. And what I'll do is I'll put them back on the grill to kind of let them finish up just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is put about half the wings in one bowl, we'll get the other half in the other, and we'll get them sauced up. Again, really, really easy to do this. Just go get your wings in, get a nice metal bowl, keep it nice and clean. Put one extra one right there. So the way I counted points on this is I looked at Hooters Naked Wings, where they don't sauce it, but we did all with that. They do just use wings that don't have any breading or anything on it. I rated on the same thing, so 10 wings is 12 points. So we're not going to quite be that many. We'll probably be around, like I said, 9 points or so because the amount of wings we're going to do. So here I'm going to use my orange ginger sauce. I'm going to go through and pour that in there. And over here we're going to add some of this honey mustard sauce. So what I'm going to do in just a second, mustard barbecue sauce, I'm going to toss these here. We're going to go through. We've cleaned our tongs in between cooking here, so we got these nice and sauced up and we're good to go. We'll give this one a little rundown here with a paper towel before we go to the other one, so don't cross the sauce. It's not like it matters, but you want to keep that flavor the best you can. So we'll toss these here and just let them sit for just a second. You could serve them just like this if you want. I like to get them back on the grill to get that sauce just a little more done. Now what I am going to do though is just as I wait for that is I'm going to flip my steak over, let that continue to cook. These look great. They're almost done as well. Got some really good heat. We're going to throw them over the direct heat in just a second to get them charred up. But these will be some awesome steak tips too over here. So now we're good to go. Let's get our wings back on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back in at them like just like we did, just for a couple of minutes here to let the sauce kind of set. Then we'll take them off and be ready to serve dinner. So in just a second, we'll show you what that final phase look like. I'll try one of my delicious orange ginger wings, and we'll come right back to you. Thanks. All right, we are now about to just take our wings off. We're done. Sauced up, you can see, I mean, again, look at that great color on here. These look absolutely delicious. We got the right color. These are our ones with the mustard barbecue sauce, kind of that southern South Carolina, North Carolina type sauce. The ones over here will be mine in the orange ginger. I'm a big fan of this sauce. This is delicious. So I'm going to get these off here. I'll try one out here for you. See how it came out. Expect it to be very, very good. Right before I do that, I'm just going to move my steak onto more direct coals so I can get some char on here, close this up, finish up my steak tips, and then we'll get this dinner on the table here. So pretty excited. So looks like it's pretty delicious. Let's get that on there. Let's try one of these wings here. So I'm going to ask my cameraman which one was which one. Do you remember? I don't either. So I think when I was looking at it, I want to say I'm going to That smells like the mustard, so I think this is the one I'm going to try here. This is going to be that ginger garlic. So let's try these guys. Oh yeah, great flavor. You see on here, nice cook, a little bit of that smoke, we can see it through there. Skin is nice, flavor's really good. Get a little bit of that smoky flavor, a little of the cherry wood. You get the taste from the sauce, obviously. We didn't use a lot of sauce, you know. Like I said, I was comparing it to the Hooters and Acred wings. Adding that sauce in adds about 1 to 2 points for the whole order. So again, 10 to 11 points for the wings. You're gonna have that nice wings that I've been missing. So hopefully you enjoy this. Again, another way to eat healthier on the foods that you want to try. Enjoy your summertime foods. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon in Mayhem Fitness. Thank you.